Hey guys, so right now we got a lot of pregnant members, right? And it seems like we always have a lot of pregnant members. Your practice it's a borderline fertility clinic. But one question I get a lot, and one huge problem with our society and our healthcare system right now, is there's very, very little good advice on what a woman should be eating while she's pregnant, what supplements she should be taking, how much she should be exercising, and how to minimize stress. So here's I just want to explain to you how cool your body is. So right now, if you're pregnant, your body is making 8,000 cells per second in your womb. The smartest minds in the world can't make one cell. Your body's making 8,000 cells per second. There's an intelligence within inside you that is beyond comprehension, right? We'll never understand how this works, but we don't have to. All we have to do is give it the right parts and trust that it's doing the right thing, because it is. It's just absolutely brilliant. Like right now, like when you're making a baby inside of you, where if you took all the blood vessels and lined them up, it'd go around the world twice. That's mind-boggling. Or if you took the DNA out of all the cells and you line up the DNA end to end, it'd go all the way around Pluto and back. I mean, your body is insanely, incredibly complicated. You know, each little, just the brain itself is beyond comprehension. But anyhow, your body's making this right now. You don't have to know what's going on or how it's doing it. You just got to give it the right part. So the three big things you can control. You can control the nutrition that goes into your body. You can control your exercise habits, and you can control the stress that you can control. Those three things we're going to focus on, right? Number one, we'll talk about exercise. If anyone tells you that if you're pregnant, don't exercise, you should just rest, throat punch them. That's absolutely absurd. There is so much evidence out there that shows that women who exercise throughout their pregnancy have faster, less painful deliveries, healthier babies, faster recovery time. Everything about it's better. Everything, all right? Here's the thing. You want to exercise right up into the point until you give birth. You just want to be smart about it. You know, at the beginnings, you can keep your intensity pretty high. As you get bigger and more pregnant, you just got to listen to your body. You want to keep exercising, but you don't want to go too crazy hard. Sometimes I see online videos where very pregnant women are doing very hard, intense workouts. That's probably not the best idea, because that very intense workouts elevates your stress hormones, and I don't think it's good to be stressing yourself too much while you're pregnant. So my advice is keep exercising as the pregnancy progresses, reduce intensity, and just keep doing it right up until the point of labor. You want to keep your torso very strong, because you want those muscles for pushing, and you want to keep your hips very flexible and loose. Cossack squats, pry and stretch, goblet squats, things like that. I find too, the idea of giving birth lying on your back to be asinine. I just think it's like you're pushing, be like pushing out a poop, laying on your back. It doesn't make any sense. Amber, when she gave birth, she did it in like a goblet squat position, holding onto the doorway. And for us, from first contraction to delivery was about 4 hours, a little less than that. It was a phenomenal thing. Contraction, birth, a couple hours later, we're all laying in bed together. It was a very, very cool thing, and I know for sure a big part of it was that we exercise and stay active right up until that point. And then the post-birth recovery is so much quicker because your body's in shape, and you get right back at it and you're feeling good again. So that's huge. Exercise right up until the point of delivery. Just be smart about it. Don't go too hard. Just keep moving. Very, very important is nutrition. What should you be eating while you're pregnant? What supplements should you be taking? The first one you always hear is prenatal. All a prenatal is a multivitamin with folate, or what should be folate, but most of them have folic acid, which is a synthetic version of folate. The humans have been consuming folate since the beginning of time. Folic acid has only been around about 50 years. It's not the same thing. If you're gonna do a prenatal, make sure it has folate. But here's the thing. Usually, people don't start taking the prenatal until they find out they're pregnant. By that time, it's already too late, right? If you're deficient before that, it's too late. The reason you want folate is because if you're deficient in folate, your baby has a higher chance of having a neural tube defect. So if you're deficient in nutrients, your baby can have lesser health outcomes. So here's the thing. You have to, every single cell that's being made inside you is being made based on what you eat. What you eat while you're pregnant is so damn important. It is the single most important thing to focus on. Yet in our society, we don't even go over it. So here's the thing. You want to be eating lots of fruits and vegetables for sure. Very high nutrient dense foods. Eggs are a phenomenal food source. Good, and this is one time I'd really recommend going organic as much as possible. Good grass-fed meats, good healthy nuts, really healthy foods. And then for supplements, absolutely for sure you want to be supplementing an omega-3 fat. On average, about 95% of people are deficient in healthy omega-3 fats. You have to get them in their body. There's so much evidence supporting this. Here's some studies that show women who are deficient in omega-3 fats, their child is at a much greater risk for dyslexia, ADHD, depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. A Harvard study showed that mothers who consume fish oil had smarter babies, had higher IQs in the future. It is absolutely essentially important. It's got to be a really good fish oil, right? There's a huge difference from one to the next. Take the ones that I and my wife and my baby still take, and the fish oil that we took during pregnancy and before pregnancy, and they're offered at all the Eupraxis. It's as good as it can get. So for sure, please take omega-3 fats, fish oil, for the minimum all the way through the breastfeeding phase. Speaking of breastfeeding, it shows that mothers that breastfeed, the babies end up smarter and having a higher IQ, and even shows that babies with that are breastfed have a higher IQ and they make more money in the future, which is, I guess, it's a good thing because you want her to put you in a nice, future nursing home. So fish oil for sure, absolute must. Number 2, an absolute must is vitamin D. Vitamin D is it's a hormone. On average, we're woefully deficient in vitamin D, and anytime you're deficient in an essential nutrient, that is not good. So, just do it. Vitamin D, fish oil, probiotic for sure, at least through your pregnancy and breastfeeding, and then after that, at least keep your kids on it. So, think every single thing that's happening inside you is being made based on what you eat. You have to give it the right parts. You just have to. And you have better future outcomes. Smarter baby, less colic, less fuss. There's so much good evidence. Every time I read a book, I take notes. And I've got so many notes on this stuff because, this is what I do. It's what I'm interested in. This isn't my opinion. This is good data, all right? So eat really clean foods, fish oil, vitamin D, probiotic, the stuff Amber and I took, or it doesn't matter what the hell I take. Amber's the important thing. I know for a fact it's one of the reasons we had such a good, healthy outcome with our little man. All right, very, very important. And the big thing too is try to minimize stress as much as possible. One of the things that drives me crazy is we've got it now where a birth is this big medical procedure and it's so risky and blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing, on average, every single second in the world, 4 babies are born. Every second, 4 babies, 4 babies, 4 babies. You ladies have been giving birth since the beginning of time, right? It's a very natural process. Everything will go great. Control what you can, right? Let this intelligent system do what it's supposed to do. Control your diet, your exercise habits, and just chill out and relax and know your body's doing the right things. I'll never forget when the midwife showed up when Amber was going to labor. She's literally, what's wrong with you? How are you not nervous? And I was I just have so much confidence in the human body. If you do the right thing, I just knew everything would go great. And if it didn't, we have the best emergency healthcare on the planet. So we can run to the hospital and get great emergency care. So I was just extremely confident through the whole thing, and unfortunately everything went very, very well. So yeah, big things. Chill out, relax, know everything's gonna go well. Get really, really good nutrition in your body. Very huge. Think every single thing that's happening is based on what you eat. And then exercise right up to the point of birth, post-birth, chill out, and then get back at it. Ease into it. And just control what you can control and be confident, man. Everything's gonna be cool.